Welcome to Equestria. Did you know? Blue was once seen as a low-class color. Red is the first color a baby sees. Purple is the color of royalty. How colorful is your vocabulary? Select a color with a different shade.
20 sets of four colors, 5 seconds each.
Are you ready? Let's get started. Which is the odd one out? Plum, mulberry, bronze, or mauve?
The answer is bronze.
That's correct. Bronze is not a shade of purple. Which is the odd one out? Vermilion, auburn, ebony, or scarlet?
The answer is ebony.
You're awesome. Ebony is not a shade of red. Which is the odd one out? Sepia, baby pink, cerise, or strawberry?
The answer is sepia.
You're right. Sepia is not a shade of pink. Which is the odd one out? Butternut, aubergine, maize, or buff?
The answer is aubergine.
That's correct. Aubergine is not a shade of yellow. Which is the odd one out? Dun, strawberry, camel, or biscuit?
The answer is strawberry.
Excellent. Strawberry is not a shade of brown.
Are you liking this quiz like I do? Comment below. Ready to continue? Let's go!
Which is the odd one out? Periwinkle, carmine, henna, or maroon?
The answer is periwinkle.
Excellent. Periwinkle is not a shade of red. Which is the odd one out? Perse, ruby, cerulean, or azure?
The answer is ruby.
That's correct. Ruby is not a shade of blue. Which is the odd one out? Burgundy, cherry, avocado, or crimson?
The answer is avocado.
You're right. Avocado is not a shade of red. Which is the odd one out? Butternut, cinnabar, auburn, or terracotta?
The answer is butternut.
You're awesome. Butternut is not a shade of red. Which is the odd one out? Lilac, gray, ebony, or raven?
The answer is lilac.
You're right. Lilac is not a shade of black.
Doing well so far? there. Let's go.
Which is the odd one out? Teak, teal, cinnamon, or russet?
The answer is teal.
Excellent. Teal is not a shade of brown. Which is the odd one out? Avocado, citron, olive, or almond?
The answer is almond.
That's correct. Almond is not a shade of green. Which is the odd one out? Aquamarine, cyan, terracotta, or turquoise?
The answer is terracotta.
You're right. Terracotta is not a shade of blue. Which is the odd one out? Cream, eggshell, emerald, or pearl?
The answer is emerald.
You're awesome. Emerald is not a shade of white. Which is the odd one out? Heliotrope, sapphire, lilac, or lavender?
The answer is sapphire.
That's correct. Sapphire is not a shade of purple.
You're doing fantastic. Finish strong. We are close to the finish line. Let's go.
Which is the odd one out? Daffodil, gold, saffron, or cherry?
The answer is cherry.
Excellent. Cherry is not a shade of yellow. Which is the odd one out? Amber, jade, chartreuse, or lime?
The answer is amber.
That's correct. Amber is not a shade of green. Which is the odd one out? Moss, auburn, peridot, or sage?
The answer is auburn.
You're right. Auburn is not a shade of green. Which is the odd one out? Topaz, teal, sapphire, or ultramarine?
The answer is topaz.
You're awesome. Topaz is not a shade of blue. Which is the odd one out? Coral, copper, terracotta, or lilac?
The answer is lilac.
That's correct. Lilac is not a shade of orange.
Quiz complete.
How many did you get right? Comment your score. Hope you had fun. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more interesting quizzes.